Welcome back, guys. This is Alex from Explore with Alex. I hope everybody's doing great. Well, today I'm going to take you to another campground that it's out in San Diego County. It's called Vallecito State Park. It's a small campground, desert camping, primitive, but you might be able to encounter a ghost at night. So why don't we go take a look? Welcome back, guys. Today I'm taking a look at Vallecito County Park and Stage Station. Vallecito County Park Campground is located southeast of Julian, California on the Great Southern Overland Stage Route. The park is in the Carrizo Valley region of Anza Borrego Desert State Park. But first, I'm going to pay $3 to get in for day use. This 71-acre county park includes a reconstruction of the historic Butterfield State Station. This campground has primitive trailer and RV sites, also an equestrian area with 8 sites, and a youth group tent camping area. This small campground is located on Highway S2 and about 33 miles of Julian, California, also about 115 miles from San Diego. So first I'm going to be taking a look at the RV and trailer sites. They have about 53 campsites here. So camping here is $24 per night and $4 per site for extra vehicles. If you want to bring your pet, pets are $1 per night and must be on a leash always and attended. This campground can accommodate RV and trailers up to 40 feet length. Check-in time is 2 p.m. and check-out time is 12 noon. All campsites come with a table and a fire ring. There's also restrooms with flush toilets and showers. Also, tap water is available nearby. There's also a dump station at the campground. Even though this is a small campground, they have a group side that can accommodate up to 35 people, and the fees usually run for $50 to $100 per night. Also scattered around the campground, there are sites designated accessible sites for people with disabilities. Next are the equestrian camp. It has about 8 sites with each with 2 corrals. No water or electricity are available at these sites. Camping fees is $25 per night plus $2 per horse. So if you're wondering what type of attractions nearby, well, visitors are on the edge of Anza Borrego Desert State Park with over 600,000 acres. This is the largest park in the United States. You can explore Coyote Canyon with a year-round stream and lush plant life, or plenty of hiking, and off-road vehicles have plenty of space to explore around. While talking to the park host, she states that prime time is probably Thanksgiving to Easter, but she notes that even in the winter, 80% of the park is typically empty. She also stated that wasn't the case. People have lived here for 10,000 years because there was a marsh, and which means that there was water in the middle of the desert. Once this place was considered an oasis. Well, guys, let me tell you a little bit about this place. When an East Coast traveler saw Vallecito for the first time in 1859, he described it as a beautiful green spot, a perfect oasis in the desert. A portion of that little valley, as its Spanish name is translated, it has been preserved a county park built around a reconstruction of the historic Vallecito stage station. Countless of generations of Native Americans camped here before the arrival of the new Americans in the 19th century. From Native Americans who lived here for thousands of years to the Spanish conquistadores and soldiers. So guys, this is the Vallecito stage station. First was used as an army supply depot, then as a rest stop on the Jackass Mail route between San Antonio and San Diego. The building was busiest during the lifetime of the Butterfield Overland Stage, from 1858 until 1861. The stage line carried mail and passengers over 2,800 miles separating Missouri and San Francisco in just 25 days. It was said to be the longest stage ride in the world. Stage stations like these offer the passengers a brief meal and rest as the horses were changed. Vallecito was a favorite station since it was the first place with greenery that travelers saw. The stagecoach station is a historical landmark and it sits in the center near the facilities. As you can see, this is an old stagecoach stop in the 1800s with lots of history. This campground doesn't get a lot of visitors, like the Agua Caliente 4 miles up the road, but this is a really cool place to camp. The park is open from Labor Day weekend through end of May, and it's closed during the summer. This place has beautiful desert hikes right from your campsite, primitive camping, so there's no hookups here. This is just a relaxing, mellow place, excellent spot to visit with beautiful desert mountain views. So guys, there's two halves to this campground. One half is for the RV and horses, and the other across is for tents. In the center are all the restrooms and showers, a few parking spots, the camp host, a playground, and day-use covered area. Most sites were spacious. They were well kept up. Main areas were very clean, and camp host was super nice. Vallecito in San Diego County, California is an oasis of ciénagas and saltgrass along Vallecito Creek and a former Kumeyaay settlement on the edge of Colorado Desert in the Vallecito Valley. There's also plenty of BLM land surrounding this campground. Beautiful spot to come and enjoy the day, and nights out here are my favorite, though you can see every single star in the sky. Campers enjoy desert solitude for miles. While there are no supplies at the campground, there is a store at Agua Caliente County Park that is open on weekends. There's also a store at a private campground, which is Butterfield Ranch along the way up on Highway S2, and supplies are available at Warner Springs and Ocotillo. The best part of this campground that others don't have around the area is that you can get cell service with internet access. This is important if you need to set your fantasy football lineup while camping, perfect for those people that don't want to be around large groups of campers. In a corner of the campground is a small cemetery up on a hill overlooking the surrounding desert and marshland. 3 graves sit in a row, 2 marked with headstones, but the center grave lacks anything that identifies its resident. So guys, let me tell you a tragic story that happened years ago here. The unmarked grave that you'll see in the middle is the lady in white. Her name was Elaine O'Connor. In the late 1850s, Miss O'Connor was on her way to Sacramento to meet her fiancé, who had become rich in the Sierra Goldfields, when she fell ill. Shortly after her stagecoach arrived at Vallecito, the young woman passed away. She was dressed in a white wedding dress found in her luggage and buried on the property. Since then, she's reportedly been haunting the foremost stage station, and sometimes people just see her walking through, and then they get this overwhelming feeling of sadness. The camp host is convinced that the lady in white still haunts the grounds. The young woman was likely only 15 years old when she died. The camp host apparently says that she'll steal the camp host gloves and then put them back at the other end of the park a week later. Not only does the ghost steal stuff from the camp host, but she also saw the swing in the playground swing back and forth on a perfectly still day. So next I went to check out the tent site areas. So guys, this campground does not seem to be as popular as some other camping spots around the area. I noticed that some spots are near the road, but with 1 car per hour, not much noise can be heard to disturb your stay. Like I mentioned before, Agua Caliente County Park is another campground and it's just 4 miles from here. If that campground was on your preference but could not get a spot there, then try this place to stay overnight and camp. Actually, this campground has self-service and a payphone, which other campgrounds don't. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Vallecito State Park. Vallecito State Park is a quiet alternative campground to some of the busiest desert campgrounds around the area. And who knows, if you decide to camp here, you might get to see the ghost of the lady in white.